All right, so buckle up, because today we are diving into some seriously weird weather.
Yeah, this one's a real head scratcher. We're talking hurricanes, but not the usual stuff. No wind speed records or anything like that.
Right, we're going deeper. We're asking, is there something else affecting these massive storms? And today's deep dive is all about Hurricane Helene. Our listeners sent in some, well, let's just say interesting theories about it, and we're here to unpack them.
And by interesting, we mean potentially mind-blowing. We're talking about the possibility that Helene's path, maybe even the storm's intensity, was influenced by, get this, frequency transmissions.
Frequency transmissions, like radio waves. Are we talking about some kind of supercharged radio antenna messing with the weather?
Not quite radio waves. Think more along the lines of those blue flashes you sometimes catch on NEXRAD, that's Next Generation Radar. It's how meteorologists keep tabs on all things stormy across the U.S.
Okay, NEXRAD, I've seen those images. So you're saying these blue flashes, which I'm assuming are some type of frequency transmission, they're what's supposedly messing with hurricanes.
That's the gist of it. The source material suggests there's a connection. They say these atmospheric frequency transmissions can actually alter a hurricane's trajectory. And get this, it gets even weirder. There's mention of electrically conductive nanoparticles in the air playing a role too.
Hold on, nanoparticles. Now you just mess with me, right?
Yeah.
Like those tiny things scientists are always talking about.
The very same. Apparently, the theory is that these nanoparticles, when they're hanging out in the atmosphere, they might interact with those frequency transmissions. Picture it like this. They create this sort of invisible shield in the air, and when those transmissions hit it, boom, a lolly repelling effect.
A repelling effect.
Yeah.
Meaning they push back on the hurricane, like an invisible wall.
That's the idea. They're saying it's like these transmissions, with the help of those nanoparticles, can actually redirect the air masses within a hurricane. It's like someone's out there playing a cosmic game of air hockey with these storms.
Okay, now that is just wild. But are we talking theory here, or did someone actually observe this happen?
Well, that's where Hurricane Helene comes in. The source material claims that Helene's path, the way it moved and shifted, seemed to correlate with the presence or absence of these transmissions.
Wait, are you saying someone, somewhere, could be intentionally using these transmissions to, like, steer a hurricane? Are we talking about engineered weather here?
You've hit the nail on the head. That's the implication, that someone somehow might have the capability to manipulate these transmissions and influence a hurricane's path. It's like something straight out of a science fiction movie, right?
Engineered weather. I mean, I've heard of cloud seeding, but this is taking it to a whole other level. That's both amazing and a little terrifying, to be honest. What are the implications of something like that?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If this technology actually exists, think about the possibilities weakening hurricanes before they make landfall, maybe even guiding them away from populated areas. It could be revolutionary.
Right, but like any powerful technology, it could also be misused. Imagine someone using this to weaponize hurricanes. That's a pretty scary thought.
It definitely raises some serious ethical questions. If we can control the weather, even to a small degree, who gets to decide how that power is used? It's a debate we need to have.
Absolutely. And it all circles back to Hurricane Helene. Was it a natural phenomenon, just Mother Nature doing her thing? Or was there something else at play, something we're not being told?
That, my friend, is the big question. And it's one we're left grappling with. What do you think?
Well, after diving into this, I don't know what to think. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to be looking at those weather reports a lot differently from now on.
Me too. And who knows, maybe one of our listeners has the answers. If you have any insights, any information about Hurricane Helene, frequency transmissions, nanoparticles, or anything else related to this wild theory, we want to hear from you.
Don't be shy. The truth is out there somewhere. And until next time, stay curious, folks.
Stay curious.